So an error is not getting it in the hole. An error is not getting it in the safety zone.
That's kind of the idea of the exercise. We're trying to break this down into its really criteria, which is just speed.
Okay, so Brad, let's talk about speed and just kind of getting a feel for speed. And let's just show a drill that people can do. It's a pretty simple drill. I know it's not sexy to work on speed, but get out there and spend a little bit of time on it. So Brad, just tell us how you set this up and what you want to do with this.
Yeah, it's really a speed exercise. We are going to use a hole. You don't have to use a hole. If you have a ghost hole or a coin, you can use that as well. But the idea is to get you really speed driven. You're not trying to make putts, even though you probably will make a lot of putts if you have your speed right. So what this exercise is, we got 6 tees out here. They're 5 feet apart. They stretch from 5 feet all the way out to 30 feet. Your goal on a speed exercise like this is to run this gauntlet without any errors. If you have any errors, just restart it. And eventually, after a while, you'll start getting a feel for running it into what I call the safety zone. The safety zone is beyond the hole. You want to be able to get past the hole for holding speed.
So an error is not getting it in the hole. An error is not getting it in the safety zone.
Correct. And that's kind of the idea of the exercise. I don't want to get people too wrapped up into making putts because we do that already when we play golf. We're trying to break this down into its really criteria, which is just speed. And if you can get speed driven into your training, it'll actually start to make more putts in the golf course.
No, but they should still be trying to make the putt. But if they miss the putt, it should stop somewhere in this zone between here and here.
Yeah, you're going to aim to make everything. You're going to hope to make everything.
Yep.
But the objective to this exercise really is speed. It is speed, but if you make all 6, that's I would call that icing on the cake.
Perfect. So if you make all 6, you can spread it. You can go farther or whatever. But if you don't make all 6, you start over again.
Correct.
Start over at the beginning.
If you come up short of the hole, or if you touch our padded alignment rod, it is a restart.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. So you just start from 6 feet. I know this is going to be the easiest one to get inside of the safety zone. So you're basically going to putt that one. If that were to hit the stick or come up short, you'd obviously restart. Then you just go to your 12-footer.
And generally, do you want these kind of be straight putts, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can put breaking putts on it if you want. I always encourage some of my students to shake it up a little bit so it doesn't get so mundane. You can have a right to left day and a left to right day. But one thing I do mandate is right now we're putting an uphill putt. I would encourage a downhill putt on the next exercise. You can simply just flip this around.
Flip it around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you go out to, you just keep moving along the ladder until you get to the very end. Once you get to the end, depending on how you're doing, so if things are going along pretty good, I'm going to come up short on this one right here just for as an example. So that one's going to come up a little bit short. If I were to do that in an exercise, I'm going to have to line everything up and restart.
Just put the balls back and start over.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Makes perfect sense. All right.